Reading. We want to look at reading today. You're welcome to Leadership Go with the Brainy Leadership Team. On today's episode, we want to look at, I just want to talk about just 3 ways that we are going to enhance our reading as leaders. It has been found that one thing that reading does, aside all the other benefits, is that it helps ensure brain connectivity. It means that the more you read, the more your brain is able to accumulate and connect information that gets into it. Okay, so you are just picking up information every now and then to your brain, and also it's been found that it also helps our comprehension ability. Okay, so you keep on widening your scope on reading. So you are reading this today, you are reading that tomorrow. Of course, the advice is to um, stick to a particular area of reading when it comes to reading books. So you will never find, let's say, a footballer who will go and pick maybe a music book and is reading in a way. But then every book on football, he or she is going to pick to read. So reading is very important to us. For me, one of the greatest importance I have found out in reading is that it sets you ahead of the average person. So if you are in class or if you are in a group with a group of people, in an organization with a group of people, especially if you're on the same level of position or playing the same roles in the organization, the one who keeps reading is always ahead of the average person amongst them. You want to look at 3 ways of improving our reading skills. I'll be quick to mention that if you're a leader and you're not reading, you're not really leading. Okay, so not everyone who reads is a leader. You've heard it before, but every leader reads. So if you really want to make the impact you are seeking to make, you will have to read. It should just be a part of you. So 3 habits that we have to develop to ensure that we are on the path of reading. Number one, have a plan. Just have a plan. Reading should be part of your plan. So you should wake up daily to have a reading plan in your daily activity, weekly, monthly, yearly. So you can set a goal for yourself. We have 52 weeks in a year. You can set a goal for yourself. Okay, at the end of this year, dividing 52 by 2, what am I going to get? I think 26. So I'm going to read 26 books this year. You break it down and say, okay, it means that every month I'm supposed to read at least 2 books. All right. If I'm reading 2 books every month, it means that every week I'm supposed to have a number of pages I'm covering up in a book, or I should have a book at targets that I'm going to finish up. Making it this way, it just simplifies the whole. So people see reading as work because they haven't took their time to kind of plan it out as I have laid out to be able to make it easy for them to read. So the first thing that you have to do is to plan. Plan out your reading list. Plan out what you are going to do every day. Number two, have a specific time for reading. So, for example, I use myself as an example. I have a specific time I read every morning. Every morning, I have a time I'm reading. Aside that time, any opportune time that presents itself, I make use of it and read. So I'm in a car going on a long journey. I pick it. I pick a book. I pick a journal. I read the news. I'm reading. Any opportune time, I have to meet up with somebody and the person is delaying. I pick a book and I'm reading. I'm not wasting my time at that point. But then it's good to have a specific time for reading every single day. Then the last thing is to be consistent in your reading habits. Read every day. Don't leave a day out without reading. And it's going to make if you're able to grasp these 3 ways of improving your reading habits, it's just going to make reading fun for you as a leader or as an individual. Because you wake up every day, you wake up every week, every month with a target you are reading. And one interesting thing is that if you are able to understand how to plan out your reading and let's say you are picking 2 weeks for a book, and the book has a number of 180 pages, and you are dividing 180 pages by 14, you've just reduced the work for yourself. You are literally reading about 16 to 18 pages just a day. So instead of seeing the book as something big and it's difficult for me to read, just pick it up, break it down into a certain number of days, have a specific time for reading every day, just these few pages, 10 to 15, 16 pages, and then before you realize you are done with a book, and you are going to be ahead of your friends, especially in your area of influence. Practice these 3 habits and you are going to be good at reading. Thank you for joining us today on Leadership Go with Michael Brainy. I'm going to see you in our next episode. Don't forget to subscribe and share.